Chris, you had a movie going at your house this weekend, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I did.
That's why we didn't record. No, it's not.
Yeah. No, that's not quite right. I took advantage of not recording, though, and we made a movie. Well, we made part of the movie. It's a 90-page script, and about 45 pages of it take place here at our house. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was actually... So we did a short last year in January, and then... it was about a month ago, I went back to the same place we were filming. I'm like, well, this would make a nice little campsite. So I start building this little campsite just for me and the kids to have. And then the next day, my buddy called me up and said, hey, can we come out and film on your property? We need a campsite. I'm like, well, you just happen to be in luck, man.
Right.
So I had double the reason to make this thing. And so it's a horror slasher film. And yours truly is the murderer.
Ooh.
You happen to be in luck. I just murdered a bunch of campers on my property.
I was practicing for this film.
Well, whenever it hits like Netflix or wherever it might end up, we'll already know what the twist is.
Vimeo.
Yeah.
It was Chris all along.
It was me all along, but you won't know it. You won't see me coming.
Thank God.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun, a lot of blood. So
Nice.
had a great makeup department. It was pretty sweet. So it was amazing to watch people because they would sit down in the makeup chair and it'd literally take like 3 hours to get them ready for the blood and the gore, and then we would spend probably an hour or two filming, and it's all going to be like 20 seconds in the movie. So
Right.
it's really cool. Yeah. So.
Well, that's fun.
So yeah, I'll keep everybody updated and let you know when it's coming out, and watch a hack and slash.
Nice.
With a
Fancy.
cold-hearted killer.
That's fun.
Speaking of sounds, Alex, how about we get that C fact?
Flawless.
Excellent transition, Chris.
You got it. I stayed up all night working on that.
So I ran out of interesting old C words to go through. Thought that bit would last a little bit longer.
Oh, well, I can keep vamping.
No, there's none left on the website. I'm not going to write more of them.
Just make up some words.
Right.
So I'm going to go back to classic C facts. One C fact that actually has facts in it. Today's C fact is C.S. Lewis.
Ooh, I know that guy.
It's the author of the Narnia Chronicles. Mm-hmm. Did you guys know that CS stands for Clive Staples?
I did not know that.
No, I did not.
I thought it stood for Cool Salamander.
Well, you were wrong.
Clean sack.
Clean
Oh, no.
That was
Clean sack Lewis.
During World War I, Lewis was a popular BBC broadcaster.
BBC One.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was based on 3 girls that lived with Lewis during World War I. And C.S. Lewis and J.R.R. Tolkien were close friends.
They
I
were.
do feel like I knew that.
Yeah, I bet.
That
I
was
don't
in
read,
the,
so I wouldn't know that.
If you watched any of the behind-the-scenes stuff on the Lord of the Rings extended versions, you would... I think they mentioned C.S. Lewis.
Oh, well, then I would have known that because
Yeah.
I watched all of those things extensively.
I didn't.
Wait, is that sarcasm or not?
No, I seriously, I was watching, I watched the
them
movies
all
all
the
the way
time
through, and
as
then
a
I
kid.
watched every,
gonna say,
extra on there.
Oh.
Yeah. The extras are like a really great documentary.
Yeah, that's, totally worth it to watch those extras.
Never seen
some
them.
are kind of, fun, whatever, but, I mean, that is amazing to document how that film was created.
Kevin, you showed me one thing. I can't remember what it was.
Was it the Gollum thing?
This is penis.
Was it the Gollum thing?
The one
Gollum's
where
penis.
he's like, "Oh, I need my Gollum juice." He drinks the juice and starts talking like Gollum.
Maybe.
It's really good. Highly recommend it if you get a chance to catch that stuff. They're remastering it, I assume.
Again.
To infinity and beyond.
Anything else about C.S. Lewis?
Yes, come on, I want to hear about this.
Sure. I could do more.
One more.
One
more
more
good one.
Yeah.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe took 10 years for him to write.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
How long has it been since George R. R. Martin's last book?
6. No,
Fun
10.
side fact.
Oh.
We did The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in junior high, and I was Mr. Beaver.
Nice.
I don't know what
Isn't
that
that
means,
the-
but...
Isn't that
Played
the...
Mr. Beaver.
Okay. Yes, the pop culture icon that is Mr. Beaver that everyone should know.
Hey, after I played him, he was.
I watched that movie once when it came out, and I don't remember a single thing of it, except
Yeah,
for
I
some
read the
reason there was a
books.
candy that was super popular.
I read the books.
So I
Don't
played
remember a
Mr.
thing.
Beaver. I had to wear this almost full body suit, except for my face was exposed, and then they
And the crotch.
in the crotch.
Oh, no.
Yes, you have to have that in there to keep the dolls entertained. But they painted these teeth on my
Hello?
chin, so it looked like I had these beaver teeth sticking out. But then every time I talked, my teeth would fall out of my mouth. It's so
Who
stupid.
the fuck is Mr. Beaver?
It's a character. In
Oh, it's
Narnia.
literally just a
Don't-
beaver.
Don't lie,
Yes.
Ryan. You have Mr. Beaver hentai on your computer right now.
No.
Got Mr. Beaver hanging on his wall.
Would it be
Well, that's
hentai?
awesome. That's awesome. So
Anything's hentai if you try hard enough.
I think it's
let's get back to
manga.
our epic story following in the footsteps of C.S. Lewis. Let's talk about what happened last time.
That's the funniest thing you said all night.
I'll be here for another hour.
Well, our Mr. Beaver, Razel,
What?
I'm dubbing you the Adventure Awaits Mr. Beaver.
Oh no!
I want to see
That's-
that character art.
Yeah.
I
Razel
don't.
in a giant beaver costume.
with
Why
just
are
his
you
face
wearing
and
that,
his
Razel?
crotch exposed.
Let's talk about what happened last time.
Well, it started with a will save, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
A will save. Yes.
For Command Undead.
Command Undead, and guess
Yeah.
what? He got commanded. But
He got commanded. Yeah, with those, thankfully with those tokens, that effectively eliminated his will
Yeah, he
save
would have had to
bonus.
roll
yeah.
a natural 20.
Yeah. He had a plus 14 to his will save.
Oof.
That was a...
But he is such a powerful undead that he's still what's the word?
He's still resisted.
Still resisted it. It didn't go the way it normally goes with lesser undead that our friend over there.
Kenneth.
Oh no, he's not in the
Yeah.
room anymore.
Yeah, well, I thought it was an interesting way to do it because I was reading some of the subtext, and it's like while you're considered a friend, they still have their own dreams and ambitions, and if you guys clash, then then there's that charisma check, the opposed charisma check to see, and had he failed that opposed charisma check, who knows? He might have abdicated the throne and allowed you guys to do what you want, but yeah, that opposed charisma check made it a lot harder, and maybe rightly so. Befriending him is one thing, but then to try to make him go against the things that he desires the most would be more difficult. I think anyway.
Yeah, and it also just makes more sense, story wise. But this is it always sucks when I hear stories where they someone defeated the big bad guy at the end through a way that was super dumb. Oh yeah, we stole something out of his pocket or something and it made him not strong anymore. It's just fight him. It's more fun.
Well, and that's why I kind of figured why Alex didn't bring out Command Undead right away, but I'd mentioned that I've been thinking about that forever, and I was going through the stat block to make sure, like, he doesn't have spell resistance. Well, okay, if I can become invisible before he has a chance, and this and that. And I was like, well, if he does get this spell off, how would that happen? And I was like, man, what? It would be cool, but it would be like really weird too. If like he's just like, hey, here's the ship, enjoy it. I'm going on vacation. So, I mean, it would have been hilarious for sure. But yeah, kind of like what you're saying, Kevin. It would have been a little, like,
anticlimactic.
Yeah. So I think I like the way it played out.
And then me and Sev went ahead and just natural 20'd him out of existence.
Yeah, pretty much what happened.
So
186 damage in 2 turns.
That was pretty crazy.
The highlight of the show happened.
You called it too, didn't you, Ryan?
I did. I said, wouldn't it be hilarious if I rolled a 20? And then he looked over, because Kevin looked over and watched me roll it. And he was like, holy shit. We did it.
We done did it.
Where was Raquel and Rats and all this? After you defeated him, kind of like how... What is going through your mind now?
A little bit of shock and disbelief, because Raquel has seen Rats successfully command undead a handful of times now. And she went from standing there, seeing it work, basically, to all of a sudden this guy, like, just collapsed with two hits, pretty much. I don't think she's ever seen anything that intense that quick. But she's able to kind of, shake it off and get her head back in the game.
I'm going to argue the time we killed that prisoner in 2 hits rapidly like that would probably be a little more intense.
Wait. Oh, okay. Well, that was pretty rough. That one was pretty rough, but yeah, I mean, she was impressed, but like, it's one of those things, like, I don't know if I want to be impressed by that, because it's also kind of scary. So,
yeah. What's Rats thinking?
I think Rats is at a point where he's operating mostly on adrenaline and like instinct rather than like rational thought, because like a couple of months ago he was playing professional video games and super famous for it, and now he's infiltrated a military vessel and is going to collide it into a super weapon capable of destroying a galaxy.
It'd be hilarious if, like, at the end of this or whatever, you meet up with your mom or someone in your family who never believed in you, and you're like, you said video games wouldn't do anything for my life. Look where I am now.
Do you feel like there's going to be a lot for him to reconcile after, this is all over, or he's going to bounce back? Like, what do you think he's thinking?
I think so. Like, early on, we found out that a lot of Rat's like shitty personality traits were kind of a factor of like his like persona, for like his stage persona. And a lot of that was like this false confidence that just kind of carried him through to the point that he's at now. So I think aside from the natural trauma of working for an organization that sends you out into space to fight, again, a military organization basically by himself, he's going to have a pretty high opinion of himself because he went through such an ordeal and came out the other side, hopefully still alive.
Yes, that does remain to be seen. But maybe your chances of survival will be boosted by the fact that I believe some of you leveled up last time.
Yeah.
We talk about that.
Did.
You're damn right.
Didn't everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
No.
Okay. Who's first? Ryan's first.
Ryan.
I mean, I didn't get anything crazy. Just a couple, just skill stuff. And my Hero Labs crashed.
Sounds like somebody pissed in his Wheaties.
I love when I get a Hero Labs crash for a level up. It's awesome.
Yeah. That's Hero Lab.
Oh, it's back.
For all your
We're
level up
back,
crashes.
baby. Actually, I did get a cool, like, part of my theme. It basically lets me auto aid if I have, like, a rank in it and any skill.
Nice. That's helpful.
Is that, does that take resolve points or it's just...
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Oh, it does?
I think. I don't know.
That
I may be
seems like a
remembering.
shitty-
I may be remembering the Starship thing instead. Let me. No, it does not. Just as you are extremely skilled at coordinating with your squad, both because of your tactical efficiency and because of the respect that you command. If you are able to attempt the check in question, you automatically ceded a skill check to aid another when assisting a squad member or another longtime ally.
That's cool. I like that because it kind of comes along as you've developed like a camaraderie with your mates. So, yeah, I like that. Razel!
I did get a level 12. I got a extra combat feat. I took penetrating attack, which reduces the target's energy resistance and damage reduction by 5 against my attacks.
Nice.
Solid.
And then I'm an icon, so at level 12 I get a ability called Mega Celebrity. It says fans always provide a discount on services of at least 10%. Yay.
Okay, nice.
And that's basically it.
Alrighty. Dez, what did Raquel get?
I didn't get a whole lot, but the main thing that I wish I would have a chance to use, but I doubt I will. I've been eyeing this spell for a while, but it is Control Atmosphere. So, yeah, basically I can alter the atmosphere within a certain area to cause it to become, like, corrosive or change the density or toxicity. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So you're kind of like Storm a little bit.
Yeah.
That's scary as shit.
Nice.
But, like, it has, like, pretty decent range, and it's a 30-foot radius spread, so I thought that would be cool to use, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance.
Okay. All right. Maybe you could cast it outside of the ship here on one of the other ships.
Yeah.
What did Rats get?
So I got a new 4th level spell. I swapped out another spell.
Ooh.
I gain a 2nd slot for my cash capacitor, which lets me cast a low-level spell and have it affect me for 24 hours. Which is pretty cool. I won't get to use that at all. And then my tech lore went up to a +4 bonus, which gains a bonus to computers and mysticism checks.
Wow.
Yep.
Nice.
You're not even... Yeah, you're just going to look in the direction of a computer and it will just tell you everything.
Yeah, right?
Pretty much.
Basically. My computer's bonus at the moment is +26.
Oh my god.
My highest bonus is +19, I believe.
Mine's +20.
Yeah.
All fancy cool things that you'll be able to use in the next adventure with these characters.
Basically.
But let's not delay this any longer. So you guys, you've eliminated pretty much all of the top people on the ship. You've got the bridge. You're sitting there. You don't know how long you have here, but for the moment, it seems like you have a bit of time to recover. Maybe figure out a game plan. Figure out this ship that you're aboard. So, what are you all doing?
I ended up going to the magic officer station, and you see her, like, kind of playing with her hands a little bit. Like, she seems pretty nervous. Not in a gross way, Alex. I saw that face. She's, like, wringing her hands. Like, she's nervous, but she's just standing ready, waiting to waiting
Good,
to see
good.
when we're when we're about to go that way.
Okay, so kind of like silently collecting your thoughts, prepping for what's to come.
Yeah.
How about everybody else? You kind of all on your own, or does anybody take notice of anybody else moving to their station?
Yeah, I'm going to the pilot spot, wherever that is. I'm assuming near the front, so I can see this outside time.
Yeah, and as you sit down at the pilot, you know, there's several seats which you could choose from, but they're all, like, any seat that you choose, you're surrounded by these decayed cybernetic zombies, desiccated, not moving. Some of their arms have fallen off, some have their legs missing, and their head is just held suspended in the air by these wires that are just jammed into their skull and hooked into the computer terminals.
He goes like, ugh. And then, like, he is looking for, like, because on the good intent, he has, like, a little small radio. He's like, damn, they don't have a radio up here. So he pulls out his data pad and starts playing the music that he normally plays. Because that kind of, like...
What's the name of the song he's listening to?
Oh,
It's a classic
God.
from Poe.
No. I forget the name of... But it's, like... Whatever the Vesk version of, like, classical... It's, like... Mozart.
Mozart.
Okay. Vestart.
Yeah.
All right, what about Sev?
I mean, he's just trying to get like the layout of all these new weapons that he's never got a chance to shoot before. He's got to set up all his screens, so he's ready to switch at a moment's notice.
Yeah, how many weapons are there?
There's a lot,
12
something like
plus?
Yeah, how does he feel about, like, having this massive ship at his control and all of these weapons at his disposal?
He feels pretty good. He kind of like you can kind of see like a smile kind of like appear on his face as he's like looking through, and like just the names of them are popping up, and he just like each time like a different one pops up, he's like, oh, this one sounds good, and then the next one he goes, this one even sounds better.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and name a couple of these guys.
Well, there's like the gravity cannon on the turret, a negative energy cannon, the ultra plasma cannon, mass drivers.
Yeah, and I'd like to draw everybody's attention in particular to that ultra plasma cannon. So I would imagine out of all these things, that one like really piques your interest because it is a massive weapon that is actually mounted to the spine of the dorsal side of the ship, and it runs like the length. So if you're looking at the Empire of Bones from a cross-sectional view, you've got towards the back of the ship, up near the top, which is where the bridge is, looking down the spine that goes to the nose, 6 miles away. This weapon is mounted on top of that main spine, and basically as you're running through the information on it, you realize that what it does is it takes a long time to charge, but it harnesses the engine power and pretty much taps into almost every system to its max to discharge this massive burst of energy. But it takes itself a while to get going. But I imagine that knowing that you have your finger on that button has got to be amazing for a soldier like Zev.
I just realized that a bunch of these weapons, I thought those were plus signs.
No, those are time signs.
Those are time signs.
Yeah, it's like
Those-
2d6
yes.
times 10. Yeah,
That's insane.
Yes.
that's why he did the math for us. With like the max ultra plasma cannon is like what?
Yeah, you're doing a minimum of 90 damage up to
I believe it's 540.
Yeah,
540.
Yeah. So let's turn our attention now to Rats. I believe he's sitting atop the throne. You see your buddies with you, have followed you through thick and thin, and gotten you this far. What's going through your mind? What do you guys discuss as your plan? How long do you take? And let's talk it out.
I think we know the plan right now, don't we? I think we kind of all like Well, this is the thing we've worked this far to get to.
So Rat's stands up from his spot on the throne. He goes over to the science officer station and begins to do a scan. And he's just like, "All right, guys, let's see what we're up against here. We're gonna have to try and disable these 2 ships if we're gonna have any chance of escaping the blast."
All right. Sounds like a plan. I'll do my best.
So I'm gonna do a scan.
Yes.
I'm a scan.
Now, are we gonna roll it, or are you gonna take 20? So we can find out all the info.
I'm obviously gonna roll it and do the fun thing.
I don't know about that.
Kevin, he's obviously going to roll.
Yeah, obviously. Did you?
No, it's I need to know the tier of the ship being scanned, and
14.
it's bonus from defensive countermeasures.
Okay, it is. It's a 14. It's tier 14, and its bonus from countermeasures is, I believe that's from the Mark defenses. So it's Mark 8. So that'd be a +8 bonus.
They got better defensors.
Defensors.
So the enemy countermeasures was 8.
Yes.
Okay.
Defensors.
Sorry, I didn't do this math ahead of time.
Now, question:
Nerd.
Plus 5. So this is going to be a DC 34.
That's what I've got for a similar check.
All right. This is a computer's check. I've been known to be good at those. Natural 17.
I was going to say just
Buddy.
7.
Did you mention that? I don't know. Did you mention to the audience that we're doing this out of combat rounds because of the fact that they don't know what we're doing? I don't know if we mentioned that on air.
Yeah. So, you figure you could at least get a scan off. But if you start scanning them ad infinitum, it's going to start looking a little suspicious.
Correct.
Yeah, and these ships look similar, so I feel like if I scan one of them once, we'll have information for both ships. Decent information. So the Empire of Bones gives me a +2 computers
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
to my already outrageous computer skill.
Yes, and you could use that +4 from the +4 to any 4 checks per round.
Plus
Plus
10.
10.
+10, yes.
I'm going to save that for when we actually need it. So my scan comes in at a 45.
Oh my
45. So we said DC 34.
So you beat
that's
it by
a
11.
Success. All right,
Actually,
so-
it's a 47 because I get a natural, or I get a +2 from my experience in the zombie room when using computers
Yes.
on the ship.
Yes. All right, so
So-
you succeeded by 3 successes. So that means
You get basic information, defenses, and weapon.
okay. So this is. Let me go ahead and blow this up on the screen so you can see what this thing looks like.
What?
That's in the
So
book.
this thing almost looks like a giant penis. Yes, with the center of its girth missing. Let me read the flavor text from the book here.
A giant penis with the center of its girth missing.
Yes, you know what? It is a penis.
Very
I lied.
bony penis.
It's gonna shoot you. So this comes down to this is a Thomtech Omen Bringer. You kind of in your studies, you know that this thing basically sails through the void like a corpse.
Same.
And it's got this open It's almost like an open maw, and inside you can see where there's just dozens of hangar bays. You can almost see directly to the back of this thing, and you know that normally it's just going to be filled with fighters, necrogliders, and there's really not any place for crew to stand other than at the ready. So that's what you can observe here. I mean, it really does look like just like a giant whale. So the crew complement it's about, I don't see it on here. It's at least several
Chris,
hundred.
just to make your life a little bit easier, this says basic information, living crew complement.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Then you have zero idea. You know that it's a gargantuan-sized ship. Its speed is 4, and its turn ability is 2. The next bit of information that you get is its defenses. So its AC is 27. TL is 27. And do you get the hit points as well? Yeah. So hit points are 400. And
someone writing this down.
its current shields are 240. It has heavy shields. So that breaks down in each quadrant to be 60 in each quadrant. And then finally, you get one piece of weapon information, I believe.
Yeah. One weapon, including its firing arc and the damage it deals, starting with the weapon that uses the most PCU.
Okay. I believe that's going to be the heavy laser cannon, which is in the forward arc, and it does 4d8 damage. So that's kind of what you gather. You see that it does have a lot of weapons on it. I mean, definitely outgunned by your ship, but yeah, that's the only one that you can identify at the moment.
Yeah, our ship.
We should just bring this back to Absalom Station just to see how they react. Just show up like, hey guys, we have a new ship. And they're like,
Right, yeah.
like the whole fleet, the fleet outside the station, be like, oh my god, they're here.
And then in tow, we have the Stellar Degenerator.
Yeah, we just like, hey guys, we got a new toy.
The Pact Wars will be safe forever.
Unless we destroy them. Now we're the big bad evil guys of the show, the story. Now the next party has to come and stop us.
Yeah.
Yeah, the anti-heroes. So yeah, you see that floating out in the space beyond, and then you see that there's another one beyond that one as well.
All right, team. Well, we gotta get this ship to crash into that super weapon, and we have 2 smaller giant ships in between us. They're probably not going to go down without a pretty decent fight. Razel, I'm sure you could tell from the controls that our ship's going to handle like a bag of bricks.
Yep. We can already feel it.
We're going to have to hit them with everything we got.
I'll do what I can to help. Razel with you, Sev with you.
Everything we have is a lot, so I have faith we can deal with this quickly.
When we get into the thick of things, I'm going to just try and keep this ship from breaking apart. Hold on a second. He, looks over to the side of the throne and pulls off a panel and pulls out a couple of wires. He's like, yes. My old friends.
Wires.
So how far can we get closer to before they start firing on us?
Yeah.
You feel like, they've already been scanned. You feel like as soon as you begin to move, there's a risk of them turning to intercept. You just don't really know.
Or they'll try and contact, and when they get no answers, they...
Yeah.
We just pick his body up and go, hey, we're here. Everything's okay.
Because consider by the time these hexes represent a much larger space than they do on the map. So
So you mean
by the
those
time
hexes
you would
aren't
even
5 feet?
No, Ryan.
Oh, damn, what the hell?
So you feel like, you know,
Space
by
is
the
big.
time you would get to the next hex, that you would be noticed that you were moving. And this is the flagship of the entire fleet.
Okay.
So it does not go unnoticed.
Would we know if we were able to get a shot off from where we are before we even move?
I'd have to say that would be the start of a combat.
Right. But we would assume that as soon as we start moving, that's basically start a combat as well.
Yeah,
Maybe we could get...
I would give you like one shot that you could take off.
Yeah.
If, however, you begin to power up that mega weapon, the capital weapon, they're going to instantly move to attack, most likely, because they're going to see that thing charging up for however long it takes, which I have here if you guys decide to do that.
Are there extra rules for it?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing to use, but should you get the chance to use it, it does massive damage.
That's what she said.
I also want to put a reminder for our engineer that we have a thing called slime patch systems, where when we take critical damage, the slime patch system automatically turns on, spraying the damaged systems with scavenger slime material, almost like a fire sprinkler system. The slime, which is chemically treated to die within moments of its unexpected freedom, automatically begins repairing the system, reducing the number of engineering actions required to patch the critical damage condition by 1. Does that make sense to you?
Sure.
Okay. I just want to throw that out there.
Let me go ahead and tell you the special rules for the spinal mount weapon. So, beginning this process requires the ship's engineer to take an engineer action during the engineering phase and succeed at an engineering check, which is DC 10 plus 1.5 times your starship's tier, to activate the weapon. The weapon then charges during that round of combat and the next. On the third round, during the gunnery phase, the weapon can be fired with the shoot gunner action. Because aiming the weapon requires moving the ship, the gunner would gain a +2 bonus if you decided to use your piloting ranks. If you want to use your base attack bonus, you get a +1 to your gunner check if you're trained in piloting. Let's see. And additionally, if the gunner fires no other weapons during the same round as the spinal mount weapon, it deals an additional 1 damage per die. Once a spinal mount weapon is fired, it cannot be activated again for 2d4 rounds. If the gunner doesn't fire a spinal mount weapon on the first round that it is fully charged, a member of the crew must take an engineering or gunner action each round to keep it on standby. If no member of the crew takes this action, the weapon functions as if it had been fired and cannot be activated again for 2d4 rounds.
I don't like it.
Cool.
I'm glad I'm not dealing with it. It's all on you, Ryan.
Okay.
I feel like I should just prime that weapon to start off with.
I mean, just to have it ready, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna take
3 rounds.
until round 3. Yeah.
I mean, if we're going to initiate combat by moving or shooting, I think we should at least get a shot off.
Yeah, I think you could get a shot off with one of the regular weapons, but if you start to power up that spinal mount weapon, they're going to know something's up.
Right.
All right. Surprise attack. Is that what we're doing?
I vote yes.
Yes.
Razel just has his hand on the thruster. There we go. There's a word that means to go.
Kevin sat there with his hand like this, looking down, like trying to. I could see him trying to think of the word. He's like, I know there's a word for it.
As soon as he hears a shot, he's gonna go.
He makes the
And
noises, and you're just going, you're going super slow.
It's the starship's horn.
Yeah. Does it have like a really weak horn?
Yeah. Well, you can't hear it because it's in space.
Yes, I just said that.
I didn't hear you.
You said like, I'm gonna go like once I hear a shot, and I was like, you can't hear it. It's in space.
In space, no one can hear you honk.
There's just space geese everywhere. If you mess with the honk, you get the bonk.
Let's give them the bonk.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
Whenever you're ready.
Roll.
Oh, real quick, before we do that, I'm going to activate the Jeeves box.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Have an extra person to man some stuff? An extra
Good at
AI?
Anything?
If that's acceptable.
Yeah. Jeeves is a valued member of the crew.
You putting him on guns?
I don't know. If is he good at anything? I don't know.
Jeeves. So I did take time to fix the Jeeves box when we rested.
Yeah.
So, Jeeves.
Yes, Captain.
So we need to... I just said this, but we need to ram this ship into that super weapon and disable these 2 enemy ships.
It sounds exciting, Captain. Where do you need me?
It's gonna be quite an adventure, Jeeves. Where would
I look
you
forward
like
about
to
it.
be?
I believe I would be most efficient on the science station, as I've spent most of my existence being an AI.
That's a good point, Jeeves.
Smart. This is why you get the AI dollars.
AI dollars?
Don't worry about it.
Dollar bills, y'all.
You get paid?
You guys are getting paid?
What is this payment?
What are you talking about? You got new eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
On
yeah.
accident.
Without hesitation, too. Just
Loser!
Aw.
I need more funny drops.
So I guess I'm gonna usher Jeeves over to the science station.
That button does that.
Just the one button.
there's only one.
Figure it out, Jeeves. You're a super smart AI.
Yes, Captain, I will do my best. And he just kind of sticks his holographic hands on the surface and then kind of through it, and it actually comes into contact with the circuits itself.
Oh, nice.
And he's like, analyzing. I believe I am ready, Captain.
Excellent.
What is
All
this?
right. Sev,
Yes, sir.
shoot your shot.
I'm not going to throw away my shot.
You only get one shot, do not.
So which weapon are you firing?
What is the range for the gravity cannon for the turret, Chris?
The gravity cannon for the turret.
I just need the oh god. Yeah, what's the
It is long range, so 20 hexes.
Oh, bet. All right. Well, I rolled already cuz I thought we were at my point already. I can roll again if you want me to. It doesn't really matter to me.
No, that's fine.
What did you say their DC or their AC was? It was 30.
AC is 27.
Oh. Yeah, okay, that's a hit with a 35.
Oh, nice. Here we go.
Here we go, boys.
That's 70 damage to the front shield.
All right, and you see them. Actually, I'll put it to you like this. Captain, it seems as though their forward shields have been disabled.
Hell yeah.
Nice shot, Sev.
Got it in one, baby. That's my mantra.
Alrighty, here we go.
And Starship Combat begins round 1.
All right, you see, because we got this shot off, Raquel kind of goes into almost a trance, and you don't necessarily know this, but she is trying to precog what that ship's going to do on their turn.
I hate when
Okay.
I precog.
Precog.
So what exactly, you get to determine what their action is going to be?
Well, basically, yeah, I can see their motion before it happens, so we get a split second to shout a warning to the pilot. And if I succeed, I grant the pilot a +2 circumstance bonus to your piloting check at the beginning of the home phase.
Oh, okay, so it's just a roll. You don't need anything from me.
No.
Okay.
No. Because we already know the starship tier and then the enemy countermeasures.
So I believe that means that DC is going to be a 34.
That's what I have.
I only needed to roll a 4 then, and I rolled a 19.
Damn! Almost rolled a natural 20.
Yep. Plus 2 circumstance bonus.
If only you had a keen...
I got a plus
Check.
2!
Yeah. So you see her kind of go into a trance, and then she snaps out of it real quick, and she's like, Razel, they're gonna do this. I don't know what you're doing, Chris, but I tell them.
Okay.
I looked into the future, and this is what they're gonna do. Now, Chris, explain what they're gonna do. No.
Right. And then
All
we
right.
see it play out.
That negates the -1 I get from the stupid ship being so big.
Awesome. So, Rats is going to, before actually doing the starship stuff, because as Kevin mentioned earlier, us icons were mega celebrities now.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
Rats is gonna activate his little stream deck that he's got in his visors, and start basically like a Twitch stream.
Live streaming this thing.
Yeah, he's live streaming him blowing up a super weapon.
Hey guys, it's your boy.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
The problem is there's such a long delay that people won't see it for like 12 days or whatever, however long.
I feel like in order to get around that, he's got it routed through his like that specialty Kish communicator that he's
Oh yeah.
that he found. It's like
yeah.
Yeah, didn't you leave that with the other one with Bugman?
Chiskis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to imagine how crazy it'd be for his followers. They haven't heard a single thing from Rats in like a month, and out of nowhere it's like, "Hey guys, no, I've been gone, but I'm about to ram this this capital ship and this super weapon."
Yeah, so that's basically what he does. He's like, "Hey, what's up, Rat Pack? It's your boy, Rats, here in deep space, out in the vast. I just commandeered a corpse fleet ultranaut, and we're gonna ram it into a weapon that can destroy all of the universe. So, stay tuned. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and feel free to donate. Alright, here we go." And then he's gonna basically overlay some, like, dubstep electronica music over his stream as, like, he's piloting and, like, or not piloting, but as he's like doing his engineering stuff and watching the like the ship screens and stuff.
Okay.
And then as far as a action, I'm gonna go ahead and start arming the spine weapon.
Okay. So that requires engineering check DC 10 plus 1.5 times the starship's tier. So, what we say is DC
34?
31, 30.
Oh yeah, 34.
Okay.
He's
My
kinda good at
engineering
those.
skill plus 22. Ooh. I don't get any bonuses from the ship on engineering. So that's a 31.
You have the modifier plus 10 to any 4
Yeah.
checks per round.
Oh. For any 4 oh, okay, so we'll still have enough for other stuff.
Yep.
Okay. So for the future, I will announce that ahead of rolling. But let's just make that 41 then.
Okay. So yeah, you are successful.
Okay.
So on round 3, this thing will be ready to fire.
Alright,
Hot damn.
Sev, I'm warming up the super gun for you.
Thanks, Cap. I hope it'll.
He's like very distracted with all the. He's like looking through everything.
I hope it'll work out.
He's like just scrolling through all the weapons, trying to pick out which one he's going to use.
All right, so let's move on to the helm check.
What dice do I use? This one. Ooh, buddy.
Oh boy.
Oh, buddy. Let's see. I have a. Oh god, there's so many
Plus
tabs
2 for me.
open.
2 from her.
19, 36, 38, 38
Plus the
minus
10.
1, 37.
If you want to take it.
No, I don't want to take it for this check. 37.
Oh, you're actually going last. Or wait, you got... I forget.
You take your plus 10?
Hold on.
I did
It's
not.
the lowest.
Lowest
Go.
goes first.
The lowest goes... Okay, so you go first.
Okay. First, I need to figure out what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to do classic evade. I'm going to... So, wait. What's the end goal of this? Is this are we trying to disable these guys, or are we trying to get to the end?
I say disable.
We need to do both.
Yeah.
Both.
That's true.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, we're going to have to escape on the good intent,
Right.
which means we want to not have to fight gargantuan ships while we're getting out of here.
Right.
For now, I'm just going to do evade. This ship handles like a fucking truck.
Tank.
Truck. What was it? 4 turns? Or 4 distance between turns. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the speed?
It is speed of 4, turn of 4.
Wait. So I can only... So, boom. That's all I can move. I'm so used to the other ship, damn it. So, Razel, puts the throttle all the way, but it's still only moving, 4 hexes. And it's like, Jesus Christ, this thing is slow as shit. And then he, kind of turns it just a wee bit, so we're kind of facing towards these ships that are coming at us. And I'm going to go ahead and roll that evade check, which is a DC 34. Oh, that's a natural 5. Let's see here. My bonus is 19, so that is a fail. Plus I'm taking the 10. So that is 34, which passes exactly. Plus 2 to our AC, so that should be 22 AC.
Okay, Jeeves says, Captain, I have a little more information on the enemy ship.
Hit me with it, Jeeves.
I'll hit you with my best shot. Shut up, man.
Oh no, Jeeves, there's something terribly wrong with your programming.
Okay, so just a little more information on the weapons. Captain, they also appear to have heavy laser arrays on the port. I presume the starboard side, but something else that could potentially be troubling is I've discovered they have a super EMP cannon located on the forward arc.
Super EMP.
That sounds bad.
Better stay out of that.
It looks like it will only be a threat, Captain, if our shields are disabled. However, until that time, it poses no threat to us. But I thought it would be worth mentioning.
Thank you, Jeeves. I'll make sure they don't get to that point.
Captain, they appear to be moving quite erratically on my sensors.
Well, tell them to stop.
Attention, bone ships. Oh, I don't have the phone. Can somebody dial the phone number for me?
I got you. Hold on. 8675309. Got it.
I suddenly seem to have another melody stuck in my head. Okay, so yeah, you see one of the ships moving across. Seems to be doing some interesting maneuvers. The other one kind of just turns in place, and now we're on to the gunnery phase.
Oh god, that sun just enveloped that ship. They died. Oh, we just got enveloped by a stinky cloud. Alright, what quadrant am I facing on this ship right now?
The one to our south?
The one to the south. Or the one that moved.
The
The red
port
one,
side.
sorry. Port
Port side is
yeah.
facing you.
Got it. Well, I'm going to go ahead and use the same weapon I did before, since it's a turret, and it's basically just the easiest way I can sit here and do this. You have multiple turrets. I don't know what the
You
hell...
also have multiple weapons.
You do.
You could attack twice.
I could. Which two do I shoot, though, is the question.
I mean, there's a mass driver on, like, everything.
Oh. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just take fire at will, and we'll hit the port side. I'll roll 2 of these.
We'll do a gravity canyon and a...
Canyon?
Shut up. Do the gravity cannon and the mass driver.
Yes, that's on the forward, so we'll do that. So yeah, he does. You know how like like Kevin has on his computer, you have like split screen. He just drags 2 of the screens on the other side, and they like mesh, and then both of their their gunnery sights pop up. So I'm gonna fire at will at a -4 to each of these. That's a natural 20 on the first one.
Ooh, buddy.
Doesn't matter because
It's shit, yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
It's against their starboard.
Port?
Oh, it's our starboard.
Yes. Stop that. And the second one's going to be a 27.
No, that, yeah, so you fire that shot off, and they seem to, like, dodge past it.
Damn evade.
Doesn't evade give you a +2?
Yeah.
Wasn't
Yes.
there AC 24?
28.
A 20. No, that's what ours was.
I think it was 27.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah, so just missed.
Okay. Well, I get 1. 110 damage.
Damn, to the, that's the port shields?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's 2d6 times 10.
If it gets through the shields, that's critical.
There's no way that they have 110 on a side.
You said 110 damage total,
11
right?
times 10 is 110, yes.
Okay, so, Captain, their shields have dropped, and we've made a direct impact. Multiple systems are damaged.
That's what I thought.
So go ahead and roll on that, and I'll figure out how many... I think that's just one
Alex,
critical
do you want to roll the D100s?
He's so excited.
I was on YouTube earlier today, and that video popped up on my recommendations or whatever, and I was like, that was a fun time.
Our only fun time.
The only Starship combat, yeah.
All right, let's roll. 76.
Okay, that is
Sensors.
engines.
Oh no.
The engines.
Sure is. That's
Right.
pilot actions.
That is.
So those
They
are
are glitching.
I wish I would
What
have
a
hit both.
bunch of glitches.
Can you imagine if I would have hit both of those, though? Oh, that would have been so much. That would have been 4d6 times 20 total, technically.
Okay, so so you disable their shields and do some serious damage, but now, Captain, they seem to be returning fire as you see 3 of their weapons light up.
They got a lot of gunners, guys.
So the first attack is going to come from, let's see, the port weapon, which is a laser array, and I believe they're within range. So port weapon, that is going to be, it's only a 16.
Miss.
Miss.
So that's a miss. Let me make
Anything
sure I got
lower
my-
than 20 is definitely a miss.
Yeah, let me make sure I got
Well,
my...
you got a +2 from evade, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. I rolled damage on accident. So, I was so confident. So the gunner check is 24.
Still a miss.
It is.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, and then you see the turret spin around, and
Wait.
this turret... What?
Is that a miss?
Yes.
Yeah.
24 is
No,
our
it-
AC.
Why does this say... Oh, this is off, isn't it?
Yes.
Didn't you do an evade, though?
I made it 24, I
Oh.
think. It's 10 plus pilot ranks, which is 12, which is 22, plus the ship's armor bonus, which is Mark 6, so that's 28, and then plus the modifier based on the ship's size, which is -8. So our AC right now is 22.
Okay, so that succeeded.
Yeah.
All right, there's no need to throw stuff.
Why
right,
did
so
I close that?
Okay, that's 16 points of damage as this laser comes across and hits your... That's your port shields. So that's 16 points of damage. Oh, I've got it up top here. Port shields.
Oh, I didn't. I thought we were going to keep track of it.
Okay, I've got it up top there. So your port shields are down to 54 now. And you see a very heavy-duty turret spin around, and it has two what looks to be like missile launchers on them.
God damn it.
So the first one that's a 37.
Yep.
And the second one is a 35.
Yep.
So, and that's against TL.
Yep.
I think they're the same. But so you see, and Jeeves pipes up. He's like, "Captain, we have two heavy torpedoes coming in. Brace for impact." And that does 30 damage to your port and another 15 damage to the port. So a total of 45.
Yikes.
And we all like shake around like on Star Trek when the ship gets hit.
Yeah.
And the camera shakes around too to make it look like it's worse.
Except for Jeeves, because he's incorporeal.
He's just standing there fine.
The next ship further away is going to take a shot. Let me see how far we are. Just make sure I got ranges here.
You can always just shoot. Just take the penalty for outside of the range increment, you know.
Yeah.
probably 20
No, I
bucks.
yeah, totally. That's what I'm making sure is that I'm taking that. So that's going to be firing similar weapons, which I believe it's a short range on the laser cannon. No, it's medium range.
it's only
So it is
10.
still out. It will take a penalty of -2 to the forward shot. That's going to be a 29.
Yep.
So that is... Damage on that is 20 as it flies across, and it hits the forward section of your ship. And then you see another turret spin around on this thing as it fires 2 more heavy torpedoes coming your way. So the first attack is natural 1.
Ha
The torpedo blows up and destroys it.
It blows up in the tube. The second one is a 33 against your TL. And that does 21 damage to your front shields.
Wait, what's the range on the...
Oh, you know what? You're right. It has a range of... I believe
How many
it's
hexes does a
14.
rocket move? Or a missile?
Yeah. Yeah, it has. It does have a limited range. I think it only has 14, so it actually stops shy of you.
Now, how does that work again? How do missiles work when it's... Does it need to
It will
roll
have-
again?
Yeah, so on the next round, it'll have to roll, and if it fails, it's just lost.
Okay.
Okay, so
I'm sure
that's
it'll
round
pass.
1.
Yeah.
I've tried my best to help speed this along, but I guess we can't.
Yeah, it's impossible. This is Starship combat, man.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and put it on this trajectory. It's 2 hexes away. Wait, that's not 2. This is 2 hexes.
God.
All right.
It's Jeff Bezos flying at us.
You know, when I saw that, all I could think about was Austin Powers.
Yeah, everyone, that's all the jokes I saw on Twitter all day were that. Also, apparently NASA redefined what an astronaut is, so they don't count as astronauts.
Ha!
Oh,
Take
nice.
that,
Nice.
rich
Yeah,
man.
rich people. All right, so we are through round 1. Here's round 2. Back to engineering.
Anybody?
Yeah, so-
Is everyone staying where they're at?
Yep.
Because you have to...
Yeah.
Okay.
So you see Raquel kind of go into that trance again to see what the other ship's going to try and do. Oh, that is still... Yep, that is a total of 39, so I beat the DC. So she relays what they're about to do on their turn.
All right, it worked last time, but they still hit us.
Sorry, I can only
it's been-
see like 3 seconds ahead.
Come on, get your 5G up higher.
Yeah. Raquel, it's really cool that you can see into the future now. But it might be more helpful if you just man a gun.
Okay, and she, like, takes off to the gunner stage after that. Like, I trust you, rats.
Okay. It's just we're getting hit, like,
Yeah.
6 times around, and only...
I can
Seth
fire.
can only shoot so many times.
I know.
And we have so many weapons, so you'll have
Yeah.
plenty
So
of
many.
weapons to shoot.
So, Rats is going to take over engineering stuff. He yanks on some of the wires in that panel. Starts redirecting the flow of energy through the ship's systems. And I'm going to overpower our ship.
If I remember correctly, you had to pour some blood into the ship last time. And I feel like it would be more effective in this ship.
No, this ship can't bleed.
Oh, right. It's undead. That's right. I forgot about that.
Do gods
So
bleed?
this is a DC 15 plus 1.5 times the starship tier. It's a DC 39. It's gonna be tough, but Rats can do it. He can do anything.
that one thing? The plus 10?
Yes. I'm gonna take the plus 10. Come on, Rats. It's a 14 on the die. That's a 26 with my bonus, and then a plus 10 is a 36, which fails.
Wow.
Damn,
Oh,
this ship
jeez.
is hard to do stuff on.
Also doesn't help that there's like an entire engineering crew probably down there not knowing what's happening. You know?
Yeah.
Or like a sub crew, I guess.
So Rats has like the computer systems he understands. The engineering of this ship is like still pretty foreign to him. So he's like trying to patch these systems together and just like hits something off and doesn't get the effect that he's looking for.
Okay, so now it is the helm phase. Let's go ahead and roll those initiative checks.
Let's see here. +2, -1. I got a 35.
35, okay. Let's see what these guys get. Okay, you're going first again. These pilots are just on top of it.
I hate that. I am going to... Do we know their maneuverability?
Yeah, that would have been basic information. I think I gave it to you, which was their maneuverability is average. So they have a speed of 4, turn of 2.
Okay, I'm going to spend a resolve point to full power. Razel realizes there was like a little like locking mechanism on the throttle, so he pulls it out and is gonna full power, which means I can move up to 1.5 times my speed. But I add 2 to the starship's distance between turns, which is increases the starship's speed to 6, but also the distance between turns to 6. So I have to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then turn.
Okay, so you swoop in down behind, you put yourself in between both of these ships, and now the one that's taken a lot of heavy damage right now is just going to... We're just going to have them...
I just want to put... there was no check with that. So
Okay.
it's just the resolve point. No DCs or anything next to it.
Okay. The one that's taking heavy damage just kind of sits in place. And the other one going to move.
Should we be focusing on one ship and get one down at a time, like we did the last time, or?
I feel like that's a good plan.
Yeah.
We're kind of limited by the ship's mobility too, though.
Yeah.
It's the only thing. It's not like we can just fly circles around these ships like we
Yeah,
would in the good
they'll be
intent.
flying circles around us.
We have 3 turrets though, plus
Yeah.
plus all the other ones.
If both of you
I only
fire against Will,
That's why Will? What'd he do?
I'm sorry. I mean, he's the
He's a
pilot
little
of that
bitch.
ship. He's the pilot of that ship.
I was gonna do the other one.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, but I know it's
The
this
third
one.
one.
Oh, the third one? Broadside?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
You do the aft. Oh, he's got to move. Did you move?
I don't think, unless I can't do evade while I'm turning and play. I can't remember if I can evade or not. Just
If you-
sitting still.
If you don't, let's see here. Evade. The ship moves up to its speed and can turn as normal, but it.
Oh, so it moves up to its speed, so I could choose not to and just kind of like maneuver in place
I guess, yeah.
instead of I
But
have to
you
move.
can't turn. You have to
Okay.
stay where you're at.
All right, so let me see if they succeed at that. They do, but I didn't say that out loud.
You liar.
I heard they succeeded.
All right, so everybody has moved. Now we're on to gunnery phase.
Okay. Do I focus on red? I guess since we've
That's
already.
one we've been hitting, right?
Okay. So would I be attacking with
Aft.
aft? Got it.
What does broadside do?
We have no weapons on the back, so you want to try that one again?
We don't. We have 0 aft weapons.
Forward, port,
Correct.
starboard, and turret. So
I guess you're
Turret
shooting
works.
turret.
Oh wow! Yeah, I didn't even realize that. No aft weapons.
I mean, this just says one arc. Did turrets include? Oh, it does say included. Okay, so I'm gonna do broadside, which is I can spend 1 resolve point and fire all the starship weapons mounted in 1 arc, including turret-mounted weapons. Each weapon can target any vessel in that arc, and all these attacks are made with a -2. So I'm gonna shoot all 3 of them at the ship that's behind us now. How many of those +10s do we have?
I did not use one.
I used one.
And
I did not use one.
we have 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should I just use it all on all 3 of these?
Do it.
Yeah. They
If that's the-
go to waste if you don't.
Yeah.
So was there AC 27? Was it 27 with your evade?
No,
It would be
it's
29
27
with
standard.
With
Got it. Okay.
Let me jump in real quick because I don't want to forget. Jeeves can target. I need the DC on targeting. Can anybody give me that real quick?
34.
34. Okay. Captain, I am unable to get a lock on them. I will continue to study the system.
Okay, well,
Alright, you just keep feeling up the ship, Jeeves.
okay, well, so if I'm going to take all 3 of those +10s, the first attack with the turret for the gravity cannon is a 46.
Okay.
The second attack is gonna be a 33,
Yup.
and the third attack is a 42.
Alrighty, that's all 3 hits.
Here we go.
Okay, so the damage for the gravity cannon is 60 damage.
Okay, and that's on the aft shields.
Yes.
So those wink out exactly.
And I rolled wrong. Whoops.
Gosh, Ryan, you're always rolling wrong.
Sorry. Then it's another 60 damage with the last 2 because it was just 2 5d8s for each of them. It's 120 damage, but
You said okay, so 60. Okay, so I'm trying to see if that puts them. No, that's not quite. No, they do go down.
Alex,
so
what that
that's
means.
critical damage.
Alex, roll this D100.
86.
86.
That's
That's
power core.
to
Power core?
power core.
Take that.
That applies to engineering checks, correct?
Power core is all engineering actions.
Okay, so the engineer is now glitching, and that's a massive amount of damage
Hey, can I
right up
can
the
I
raft.
I just want to point this out. The numbing special property, which that negative energy cannon had, I can tell you what it does. A numbing weapon fires concentrated entropic energy. Living creatures on a starship that takes damage to its hull points from a numbing weapon must succeed at a fortitude saving throw or take a -2 penalty to starship combat actions for 1d3 rounds.
Sheesh.
Damn, you're telling me there's not a single like living creature like slave on these ships? That's wild.
All right, so now it's their
No
time
answer.
to return red guy is going to take 3 shots. The first one
We're
is
just
going
at
to come from me.
such a disadvantage because we're out. I mean,
Yeah, but we also probably have like double their hit points.
maybe.
Yeah, we are a big tank, basically.
Yeah, you guys have like 1,000 hit points, and I think that they said 400.
Yeah.
That's what they have. So the first attack from the aft weapon is a 33.
Yep.
And that's against your TL.
Yep.
So the damage, and this is a
My knees itch.
this is a missile. So that's a total of 20 damage. And Jeeves pipes up and he says, "I'm detecting radioactive material from that impact, Captain."
Oh shit.
Nuclear bombs.
So that was 20 damage to the aft. Oops, shit, but I lost it. There we go. So down to 50. And then the next 2 attacks are going to come from the turret. Alright, so the first attack is 31. And the second one is a 39. So 2 hits. And you see 2 missiles coming in again. Hot! And it does... Where's my damage roll of that, guys? There we go. 19 and 25. So 44 more points of damage as your aft shields are nearly depleted, Captain.
All right, Jeeves. Thanks for the reminders.
Yes, Captain. This is quite exciting. Okay, and then we've got that missile floating around in space, so it's going to do another check. This time, though, I don't think it gets any bonuses. It's just a straight D20 check. Is that correct, Kevin? Once it's been fired, it doesn't get like bonuses to computers or anything like that?
I don't know.
I think that's the case with tracking weapons. Yeah, I'll roll and see what I get. If it's pretty high, then we'll run with it. If not, if it's middling, then we'll figure it out. Well, I got a 5 for a total of 25.
Still hits.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was gonna say you're gonna hit
Let
almost
me-
every single time.
Let me double check though that it doesn't get like the bonus from the computer because I could. Well, it would have to be like a +5, so I think that's gonna hit. All right, so it's gonna make its way around. So yes, it does have the range at 14 to hit, and it impacts and does 20 more damage. So that depletes the aft shields. And that cuts into the hull points. Captain, we have taken minor hull damage on the aft portion of the ship.
All right, guys, come on, keep it together.
No. Abandoned ship.
Damn it, Sev! Don't you
Abandoned
fall
ship.
apart on me now.
Okay, the next ship, which is lined up it's looking right down the barrel of that massive spinal weapon. But it's going to take 3 shots as well. So the first attack is coming from the laser array, and that's going to be 37 against regular AC. That's a total of 17 points of damage to the forward shields.
It's just us listening to you
Yeah,
say numbers.
I love my math podcasts.
Because
I
you
tried.
only miss on a natural one.
Yeah.
Really? Jeez. Okay. Well, then I'll just say we blow you out of the sky.
Oh no.
Okay, so 2 more missiles are launched from the turret. That is a natural 20.
Oh my god.
But I don't think I'm going to have a prayer of doing any critical damage. So that's 23 points of damage, because we're well within the range. So that leaves 10 on the forward shields. And then the second attack is a 27, and that does 32 points of damage.
Are we taking some hull point damage now?
You already did.
Yeah, that's 22 more points of hull damage. Captain, I have a strange number popping up on my screen. It says we have 1,013 hull points worth of damage. Or hull points left.
These Eoxian computers don't make any sense.
They are quite strange. That might account for the reason I was not able to successfully target the last ship.
I say let's just all get on Gunner and stay in place.
All right, round 3. We're on to the engineering phase again.
I mean, I can make it where you have to roll a 2 to hit, or 3. Math.
You said this is round 3?
Yes.
I was thinking of the same thing.
So that cannon is finally warmed up?
Yep.
Yes. So
It's the forward, so I have to somehow... Oh, jeez.
You can just shoot
Oh,
the
wait.
one in front of us, too.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Because
like,
Des can just shoot for the turrets behind us.
Rats is going to, realizing he's probably at the peak of his limitations with a hyper advanced military vessel and him jamming wires together. He's gonna try and not be as fancy and just divert power to our shields to keep us from exploding. So this is going to be a DC 34 engineering check. And I'm going to take that plus 10. So that's a 9 plus my 22 is 31, plus the 10 is 41. So I successfully jam wires together. He's like holding a wire in his teeth. He's ripping other wires out of place, putting them back into different ports and sockets and such, and redirecting the flow of energy to our shields. He restores 5% of the PCU rating. I'm seeing that our PCU is 950. So that would restore 47 and a half. So rounded down.
yes.
So 47 shield points.
I have a rules thing. I would like
Okay.
to read out of the core rulebook, page 322. At 8th level, you gain 1 resolve point at the start of any starship combat encounter. These points can exceed your normal pool
Nice.
of RP.
oh, weird.
Just gonna point that out.
Okay.
I'm back up to 11.
Yeah, so I'm back up to mine.
So we are on to the helm phase.
Can you take the plus 10 on the initiative?
It says plus 10 to any checks.
I need to go first. Or do I?
Really?
Or I need to go last.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, take it.
Yeah, because I'm probably not going to even roll a stunt.
No, there's really no
There's
point.
no point. So that's 25... 44.
All right, you are going to go second.
Fuck.
So
No, not necessarily. You can still get one of them.
okay, so it's the one to the right. The one that's taken heavy damage is going to be the first one to move, and it's going to You see the engines suddenly like blaze alive as this thing begins to move. Okay, so it kind of does a U-E, spins around, and moves up towards what we would call the north side of the map here, positioning its port side to you. And now it is the Empire of Bones' turn.
I want to do back off, but I need to roll a 15 or higher.
Okay, just do that. Simple as that, you fool.
Should I take the? Should I take another plus 10, and then use the last plus 10 on that gun?
I don't think I'll need it, but
I mean, I'd rather make sure.
what's their? I'm sorry, I know I asked before. Their AC
27.
Is it 29 with that evade?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, if I take a plus 10, if I just shoot the one, my plus is 29.
So
It hits it hits, I guess if I
we
roll,
have 2 plus 10s left, right?
Yes. I'd have basically, I guess I'd hit, no, if I guess, the natural one still, yeah, I guess they do.
Yeah.
I'd have to roll a natural one to miss, essentially.
The question is, do we want that other plus 10 for another shot for either?
It'd be one for
Des?
one of them.
Anybody else have any opinions?
Just roll a
if I'm-
15 or higher, Kevin. Okay? If you don't, you're fired.
Oh, okay.
Just saying. This is for all
Razel,
the
I
marbles.
believe in you.
I'm gonna take it.
Okay. So now I have one left.
How
I
many
rolled a
plus 10s were
5.
taken?
I rolled a fucking 5. I just got it. Holy
Well,
shit!
alright, I guess.
Alex, did you take a plus 10?
Yes.
And then Kevin. But then there's one left.
I
Kevin
took
took
2.
two. Kevin took 2.
Oh, 2. Okay.
He did one for initiative as well.
I gotcha.
So I am using the stunt back off, which means I move up to half my speed in the direction of the aft edge without changing facing.
Okay, so you can move a total of 2 spaces then?
Yes.
Okay.
So if they're still gonna fucking without changing facing. Man, I really want to change facing. That sucks. This ship sucks. I hate it.
Okay, so you see the one that's staring down the bow of your ship. It moves forward with an incredible speed. Gets to the original position that you occupy, but it seems to be flying erratically as it does so.
You said it
And
had 4 movement.
yes, it does have 4 movement, but it seems that the engines are overtaxed in some way.
Oh.
So yeah,
Do evade.
it accelerates at a crazy burst of speed, and but you also notice that it is moving erratically.
Okay, so if it... Oh, okay, well, sorry. I thought you were done.
So yeah, we're on to the gunnery phase.
All right. Fuck them
Raquel
up.
ran over because
Here's the
what?
thing. We have 1 plus 10 left.
Do it on the big gun.
If I do that, I hit pretty much automatically.
Yes.
Is that okay with everybody else?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'm going to roll my d20 anyway to see what my total would be with a plus 29 because I think it'd be hilarious.
And a 20 is even more critical damage.
I rolled a 48.
That's a hit.
Chris.
No. They used magic. Yes, it's
Come
it.
on. What is Raquel doing while he rolls damage?
Yeah. Well, she ran over and she's like, Sev, Brat sent me over here. Where do you need me?
Just hop on any one of these consoles and just pick from the myriad of weapons we have. I need someone else to focus on something else.
Because
You have a lot of choices.
I have so many choices.
Anything in the forward or turret. Let's
Okay.
see, the most damage is
Gravity cannon?
I mean, they both did the same. So,
yeah.
mass driver or gravity cannon is your.
Which end of the spectrum, which ship are we trying to take out first?
Well, the red one has a lot of damage taken out already.
He's going to take out all the shields.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
just shoot ahead of us.
that's disappointing.
The
That's a
forward?
lot of ones.
That is a lot of ones.
Okay, well. That's only 250 damage to the front of the ship.
Oh my god.
That's actually really disappointing because that could have been way better if there wasn't 4 ones there.
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
All right, so yeah, you fire this weapon.
Disappointing.
It's disappointing. What's Raquel firing?
Sev says, "Hold on to your butts" as he shoots this big gun.
Yeah, I guess she's gonna go to that mass driver and shoot it in the forward.
Okay.
You can use a turret, and you could hit the one that's behind us if you wanted to continue focusing on that one as well. Because the turret can hit any arc, and it's a 10 hex range.
Did you take shields on that side?
I don't know. I've taken out 2. I don't know what.
I'd say go for straight hole damage on that one in front of us.
Yeah, then just go ahead and do that.
That's what I would do.
Okay.
Take it out.
DC is, or AC is 27.
Do you know what your bonus is?
Yeah, it's an 11. All right,
Possible.
so she's just so overwhelmed with the options. She shoots, but she misses.
Unfortunate. Wait, are you telling me that a 250 damage didn't do any critical damage to that?
Well, I wanted the result because technically this all happened simultaneously.
Right.
So I wanted to hold off. So you fire, and as this mass, I mean, you feel the entire ship kind of like rev up. Maybe the lights dim a little bit, and the engines like go dark as all of this energy is channeled down the spine of this thing and just blazes forth like almost like a solar mass ejection from the sun, blinding light shooting towards, and you destroy this ship. You split it in 2. It begins falling apart, debris everywhere.
Holy
you
shit.
see ships inside of it, the smaller flyers and stuff like that, begin to like fly out aimlessly, like trying to get away, but they're just vaporized, melted from the sheer amount of heat that's emanating off this beam, like gnats flying away.
That ship's awesome.
As you're doing this, the front of your ship is rocked by laser fire and a couple of torpedoes.
That's a laser.
To the tune of let's see.
Don't roll a natural 1.
Oh, I've already rolled these, and I
Wait,
hit
what?
every. Yeah, you said it was like a 20. 20 was what I had to hit to get through the AC.
Yeah, you had to roll a natural 1 to miss.
Yeah, so I pre-rolled these while you guys were doing this, so I didn't have to take up too much time. So
Okay.
I got 23, 23, and 34 on these. So a laser comes piercing through, does 11 damage, and then 2 torpedoes come flying across for an additional 64 damage. So another like 75 damage. And then coming from behind, you're hit with another laser beam on the, I believe this would be the port side of your ship. No, that'd be the starboard side of your ship. So you take an additional 70 points of damage, which is just what you had on your shield. So your shields wink out. Yeah, you destroyed one of these. You took a little bit of damage, but you have cleared the path forward. And as you do this, Jeeves pipes up and he says, "Captain, I believe the other ship is turning to flee the system. What would you like to do?"
Oh.
He probably saw his friend just get literally annihilated in one hit and like, fuck that, I'm out of here.
Right.
They're turning to flee.
They
Do we
seem
have
to be on
honor?
an exit strategy.
Well, you and I don't, obviously.
Tough choice.
It is.
If I may plead this case for just 1 second, you especially have been fighting these guys for a long time. Would it just that great feeling of just not letting them leave?
It's gonna take us 10 minutes to turn around.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Not wrong. Literally, to turn the way. Oh well, it would probably take 3 rounds, which you can get that weapon ready.
It's disabled for 2d4
2d4 rounds.
Chris?
Yes, 2d4.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Let's figure out that real quick, because I assumed that would be the rest of the combat.
Had we had
3
hit that?
rounds.
So it takes 6 rounds to fire again.
Yeah.
And we have so many weapons anyway. You could just be like, all right, mass driver, gravity cannon, just plowing through their shields and hull. But I mean, we don't have to. I mean, realistically, if they're escaping, our job's done, and we can continue on with our mission. And
I mean, I can always. There's a maneuver to decrease the distance between turns, which would make it 3, but it doesn't help really all that much.
Okay, I'm gonna try and make it simple here.
Okay.
Let's try and pepper them as they try and escape. Maybe we can disable them as they get out, or as they attempt to get out. But the main objective is blowing up the Stellar Degenerator. I don't think we need to take the time to divert ourselves away from that goal.
Okay, so you're gonna tell Razel to head towards the
Razel, full speed ahead towards the Stellar Degenerator.
On it.
Sev, I mean, you're good at shooting things. I
Yes,
think
sir.
you could probably disable this thing before it escapes the system.
That's the plan.
And me, Captain?
You do things.
Just try. Just try, Raquel.
Remember, there's no such thing as a bad idea.
Okay, great.
especially when it comes from rats.
Especially when it comes from rat.
Okay, so it's on to the engineering phase. Does anybody want to take any of those actions?
Of course I do. I'm going to try and patch our shields in case something else flies in and attacks us.
We're going to need those shields when we ram the degenerator so we don't take hull point damage.
Yeah. So I'm going to take our... I'm going to take one of those plus 10s. Oh. Man, Rats is just not doing great here.
Of course, all that bravado and all that, like, I'm the best. I'm literally God, and then he can't make a check in this final Starship combat. That's crazy.
This ship is made out of bones. I'm used to ships being made out of ship parts.
There's ship parts on here.
See, there's one right there.
Yeah.
He's just looking
You're
at the floor.
you're literally holding wires. Are those not ship parts?
I'm pretty sure these are some kind of weird undead, like
Intestines.
ligaments or something. I
mean,
had one of them in my mouth. It tasted really bad.
Or did it taste really good?
Yeah, was it like jerky?
I didn't want to admit it, but yes. I think I crave undead flesh now.
Oh no, he's a zombie.
Jeez.
I'm like a reverse zombie.
Yeah.
Undead brains. So I rolled a 2.
Jesus.
Nice.
Oh my god.
My engineering is plus 22, which is 24, plus the 10 is 34. So I
Which is
just
the
make
DC.
the DC. So I restore another 47 shield points.
I just want to point out, I backed up in this thing, and then they're like, "Nah, we're gonna come get you,"
And then got ripped in half.
boom.
It's literally you just drew them in with like a false sense of security, and then we blew them up with like
They're running away. No, we're not.
So we're on to the helm phase.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we have 2 gunners.
34.
34, you say.
I do.
Yes.
I think
Yes.
you're going first.
Yeah, me too.
I'm a computer. Oh.
I can't believe that killed that ship in one hit.
Yeah, it's pretty
That was
crazy.
great.
Like,
Uh,
Jesus.
I'm going to just do evade, you know? Just a classic evade.
Oh.
Just a classic evade. Guys, I failed. It's no big deal. I failed by 3, so no, nothing lost, nothing gained. 2, 3, 4. Turn. All right, I just go. Well, he told me to go straight, or not straight, but straight towards the Stellar Degenerator. It's kind of at a weird. We're in a weird spot with the hexes and such, so I've got to be like. It's the way that hexes work. You're like, go straight 4, turn, go straight 4, turn, go straight 4, turn.
Yeah.
Hazel, are you drunk?
Just only a little bit.
Maybe.
Where did you even get alcohol out here?
Okay. All right. So they turn with incredible dexterity, it seems almost, and whip around, and they're heading away. But they will also take a couple of pot shots as they head out.
I can't see how far away it is because it's 13.
It says 13 hexes.
Yeah.
13 sexes.
Oh, damn. I can't do what I want to do.
I roll down the window and stick my gun out.
It's like in the Family Guy Star Wars thing where R2 pulls out the pistol shooting at like all the TIE fighters. How many plus 10s do we have?
2, 3.
Kevin didn't take one, I guess.
Nope.
Well, I guess I will. Did they evade?
It doesn't seem like they're moving, in an evasive pattern anymore. Like they just whipped around and zipped out.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna get hit anyway.
Oh no.
Are we just using the turret at this point?
Yes. I'm using the gravity cannon just because I know I can hit with that.
Okay.
Okay, what'd you get?
Well, plus 10. Another 48
Okay.
to hit.
Yep. I think you know.
That's the third 19 I've rolled. That's 90
Are you
damage.
juicing over there?
No! As I hide the dice steroids behind me.
How much damage was that?
90 damage.
Okay.
As it's just
90?
90 damage.
Yeah, they don't seem to have any shields. So
90 straight to the hull?
yeah.
Oof.
Rip.
Oof. They might die if Dez hits them, actually. You don't think so? I
Okay.
can't see that.
That is a couple of critical thresholds, I believe.
Alex, you need to roll a couple D100s.
Don't roll a d20 also.
Yeah,
Right.
I keep getting 20s on all these crits. I don't understand. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me.
Wait, what do I need to roll?
D100s, we got some critical thresholds.
How many?
He said a
2.
2 of them. 75.
75
Engines.
is going to be engines.
They are malfunctioning unless they patched them.
They did patch them, but as part of the patch, once they get damaged again, they jump to the next level. So they are malfunctioning.
Haha, I was smart by accident.
I think this is going to be sensors 28.
Yes.
So science officer, sensors are glitching. All right, and then Dez.
Yeah.
What is Raquel firing?
That negative energy cannon.
I assume you're taking a plus 10 as well.
Oh yeah. So that would be a total of 38.
That's a hit.
38's a hit.
So that's 5d8. Let's see.
That's going all to the butt, too.
Oh, yeah. Take it in the butt.
It's only a 20.
Only?
Yeah,
That's still
you hit that. You hit that wiener ship right in the butt.
Out of 5d8, I got 20.
I mean, that's half of the max.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20, you say?
Yeah.
That's just enough to do some more critical damage.
Hey! Get engines so it'll stop moving.
Yeah.
Engines are exploded. 33.
Weapon array. Roll D4.
If it's the front of the ship.
3?
That is...
Whatever 3 is.
okay, so I do like around the clock. So 1, 2, 3. So it'd be
It's
4. It'd be aft.
It would be, well, according to the sheet, it's starboard.
Oh, yeah. Okay, there it is.
They
Okay,
have
so
it forward,
starboard.
port, starboard, aft, turret. Wait, how?
will go.
I guess turret can't get. I guess not.
Supposedly
But yeah.
turrets like in all quadrants. So if you fire the turret like aft, then it would take the penalty. Any other quadrant, it wouldn't.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so yeah, you get a couple of pot shots off, do some significant damage, but yeah, it looks like they're not turning to pursue. So between you and the gate seems to be wide open space. You know, a little bit of debris from other ships that were destroyed during this onslaught. But they did all the hard work clearing the weapons and the defenses, and now you have access to the gate.
Yes.
Full speed ahead.
I do it. I don't know how, but he's gonna try and push the thruster harder.
Okay. So you
And it's
You
still
like-
going like 20 miles an hour. It's like,
Get out of the fucking... Kevin, get out of the passing lane. People are honking at us.
So the Empire of Bones begins to lurch forward at subsonic speeds. All of you are sitting on the bridge of this massive ship. You know that your destination is one that's going to end in the destruction of where you currently sit. You're drawing closer and closer and closer. Maybe you're all like... You're seeing this with your own eyes so close, whereas before you saw it from monitors down below on the planet or passing by as you were trying to board the Empire of Bones initially. But now, as you draw closer and closer, the immense awe and enormity of this magnificent but deadly wonder is looming and growing larger till it begins to cover the entire blackness, the void of space. And as you draw closer and closer, you begin to feel like something kind of like pulling in one direction, and then in another direction, and maybe you have sure footing, but then all of a sudden you begin to slide in one direction, only to be pulled back to where you originally stood, as these like gravitational forces begin to act upon you in strange and unpredictable ways, and it seems that the end is nigh, and we will see you next time.
oh,
There it is!
Oh no.
Alright, fair enough.
Hey. So you stuck around for the outro. Really appreciate it. This is Davey.
Davey, get the hell out of here. Trying to do an outro here. Everybody, what's going on? It's Chris, and you stuck around for the wonderful Patreon outro. And I just want to take time to say thank you to everybody that has contributed to the show. I mean, you keep the lights on here, and we greatly appreciate it. And I feel like we're kind of winding down this story. And in fact, I know we're winding down this story. And I don't know how much longer we're going to be telling it. So I just kind of want to take this moment to do some sort of like yearbook sign-off until we meet again. So I'd like to go ahead and introduce some of our patrons. Well, actually all of our patrons. Rennis, most likely to get married to computer Tora, And next, we've got Adam, most likely to wear a Darth Vader costume in public. Wendell, Ultra Wave, most likely to get lost at Disneyland. 7, thank you so much for your support, my friend. Mary, most likely to puke after eating Marmite. Geitzelink. And finally, last but not least, iPosk, most likely to injure themselves at work. Posk. That really didn't work. I tried it the other ways. So thank you all for your support. And we look forward to keep doing what we're doing here and telling great stories. And we hope that you'll stick around, invite your friends. We've got plans in the works, and we want to keep doing this for a long time. So thank you so much for all your support. And we'll see you next time.
Make sure to check out our website at adventureawaitspod.com. There you can find links to our Facebook and Twitter and keep up to date when we release new episodes. And a big thanks to Sirenscape for providing music and sound effects. Check them out at Sirenscape.com, where you can revolutionize your tabletop gaming experience.